Hey guys, and happy Easter. I want to say a special happy Easter to John, aka Scout Crafter, Old Sneelock, and Dirt and Rust. 3 of my 6 subscribers. I don't have a lot of subscribers, but what I lack in subscribers, I think that I make up for with content and loyalty. I'm going to forever be posting videos. I get tools at least once a week. But special shout out to those 3 people, and I hope you have a great Easter. Anyways, I run an ad, and I got an inquiry from somebody on this tool lot. Now, everything that you see here was included. What I wanted was a sandpaper. Now, I'll touch on the tools, mainly just the decent ones, but real quick on the sandpaper, we have a contractor pack, made in USA, 25 9x11 sheets. We have this little tube here that has a bunch of different grits, and these are all made in Germany. Okay. Same with this, different grits, made in Germany. Some of the tools were transported in this metal first aid kit, which I think is worth mentioning. It's a pretty thick gauge steel. I'm going to take it down to bare metal and repaint it and use it. But continuing on with the sandpaper, we have this roll, which is a bunch of different, this must be for a big belt sander. It's got to be what it's for. Yeah, it's a pretty hefty roll. It's a pretty coarse grit. I'm sure it says somewhere on it. But we have that roll. We have this, which is just a whole bunch of different grits. You see 120 there. You see some 100. This is all made in Germany. As far as these tube rolls, a couple of these smaller belts. Just 100 grit. And this pack here is, sheesh, I'll be damned if I know. Wouldn't you figure it would say it on the inside? Anyways, I won't bore you to death. Feels pretty coarse. Feels about 100. This is a Harbor Freight pack of sanding sponges, but those are very useful. I have one, and I swear it's been through the ringer, and I could use more, so I'm kind of happy to get those, actually. It's a pile of just scrap pieces, junk, but I'll still be able to use it. A couple packs of these discs, 5-inch discs. There's a couple different kinds in each bag, but 2 bags. It's a 180 sand cap. But yeah, a couple different kinds in there. This is used, obviously, but it's something. This looks like a little, like a waxing cloth or something. I forget the pronunciation of it. Cam oil or something to that effect. But that's just a cloth. Pretty cool nonetheless. And then this little pack here of a belt, and geez, wouldn't you know? True value, 10 cents. So I didn't exactly hit gold with this, but yeah, it's still pretty cool. I picked up that Black & Decker belt sander, but that's actually a 3x24, so I don't think any of these will work with that. But so as you can see, it's quite a bit of, quite a bit of sandpaper. And to be honest, the sandpaper is worth more than what I paid for the whole lot. But here are the honorable mentions here as far as the tools. This flare set is KD Tools. So that's a good brand there. So I see the KD. So anyways, it's missing 1 bit. It's a 3/16. I'm sure I have one around here somewhere. So I'm going to go ahead and clean that whole thing up. I had a Blue Point one that I sold. I don't really sell tools too often, but if there's something that I don't ever use or won't ever use, I'll sell it. And I had a Blue Point flaring kit that I got part of a tool lot that I sold, and I think it was 50 bucks for it. And the tool lot more than paid for itself, but it's rare that I sell tools. Although I'm gonna get rid of all my Chinese and Taiwanese tools. I have so many of them. Every tool lot comes with your standard junk, and I sort through it and keep the good stuff. And so I'm gonna purge and get rid of the old stuff. Here we have a piece of garbage. 18-volt lithium. It looks like an impact to me. Doesn't have a charger. Battery's dead. So, you know, it's worth checking out. I'm going to try to rig something up and make this work with some other charger just to see if, you know, maybe it works. And the piece of junk impact comes with a piece of junk bit kit that's missing at least half of the bits, of course. You know, nobody takes care of their stuff. I mean, you get this set, put the stuff back, you know, but man, I have a couple buckets of little bits. So this is just gonna, I don't even know if I'm gonna spend the time wire wheeling that little bit of surface rust off the few there. But you have the junk bit kit, the junk drill. This is a halfway decent sledge. The handle's pretty shot. I can fix that, no problem. It's a 3.28 pound, and it's drop forged. I don't see any maker marks quite yet. Of course, I have to wire wheel it and see if I can reveal any markings on it. An older flathead. This is probably made in USA. I don't see any markings on it, but halfway decent. I'll clean that up and use it. I have a million of these, but garbage needle nose vice grips, although useful. You know, I prefer the actual vice grip brands, but I could see myself using these, so you got those. A garbage 3/8 extension. See that end there? That looks kind of interesting. So another 3/8 extension. This must be a 3-inch garbage. An adjustable, guaranteed for life, mind you. That's the Duralast, and an 8-inch adjustable wrench. Very smooth. I got a bunch of these junk ones, and I keep them on the garage, and I use them, you know. My indoor tools are where I keep my nice stuff that I just collect, and I have a Klein. I have quite a few Crescents from various years. But look at that. It's got the markings on it. Duralast. So we have an assortment of your standard tool lot sockets. There's Husky, Cobalt, Stanley. There's a couple Craftsman USAs. There's a gear wrench, Allen bit. So your standard sockets. Your standard garbage wrenches. Pittsburgh 19 mil. There's a Evercraft set. It's a 19. There's a few different Evercraft. There's a drop forged China. 22 mil. Anyways, honorable mentions on the wrenches. There is Craftsman USA 15 mil. Add that to my collection. I got about 1 million of these, but I always hold on to the USA ones. And I actually don't have one of these, and I like this. This is a Craftsman USA ratcheting 10 mil combination wrench. A little bit of surface rust that I'll take care of right after this video. And it's pretty cool. It's got the lever there to reverse direction, which is pretty cool. So that is kind of nice. You know, 10 mil is a common size, and I will use that. This is a letdown. When I first saw this, I was hoping for a good brand name. It says China on it in more than big enough letters. 1/4-inch drive, stubby swivel head ratchet. Does work. Pretty cool. I might end up using it. Then you have your standard drill bits. I think a few of these are Irwin. You know, if drill bits were nickels, I could retire right now. So just a million of them kicking around. These are cool. This is a set of Stanley punches. Stanley USA, mind you. Focus. So the rubber is a little damaged on the red one there. I'll probably end up just ripping that rubber stuff right off there, but 3 different sizes. Stanley USA. Cool. Probably the best thing I got in the way of tools is this. Check this out. Armstrong 10-972 USA. This, obviously, it's a 1/4-inch ratchet, and it looks a lot like a snap-on with the exception of the flat part there. The head looks a lot like a snap-on, but then again, that style is pretty common with a lot of different. But even this plate here looks a lot like the snap-on. But I've never seen one like this. So that'll be definitely added to my collection. It's in great shape. It works. I'll take it apart, oil it. But that's probably the best thing in the tool lot. But you know, like I said, I bought it for the sandpaper. But there are a few more things that I'm going to go ahead and show you. Got a couple of these. This one's a General Electric. And you know, I'm not even quite sure what you do with this. I haven't looked at it too closely. But there's 2 of them. The General Electric and Hubble. Yeah. Twist lock. You got me. Something to do with power cord, obviously, but I just don't know. So I'll investigate that. This little red air tool was in the lot, and there's not any maker marks or brandings anywhere, which is disappointing. It just says Oil Daily. And, you know, it doesn't look half bad as far as the construction. It's got the Allen bolts up there. Must be vent holes there. So, I don't know who made this or, you know, much about it. I don't have air, so this might end up going on the market. But if it's a decent brand name. But, you know, it does say Equalizer up at the top there, but I don't know. I don't really think that's pertaining to the brand name so much. But who knows? If anyone has any idea, definitely let me know. So that was in there. Okay, so just to recap, you got 1, 2, 3, 4 tubes of sandpaper, various sizes. Contractor pack, numerous belts, discs, sponges, the KD flaring kit, the sledge, bunch of hand tools, and also in the lot was the Toro Power Curve 1800. This is an electric snow thrower. I have an 8-horse Ariens gasoline powered snowblower already that I use in the driveway, but you know, this was pretty much free. It was included in the lot, and it was used twice. You know, it's got the stickers on it. It's pristine, so I'll wipe it down, and I figure I'll probably throw this online, and this would be good for, you know, the front of your business, a little storefront area, a sidewalk, And who knows? This might even work great. This might do a whole driveway with no problem. I've never used one of these, but there is a market for them. They definitely manufacture and sell them. So the Toro Power Curve 1800. So this entire lot was $30. So I feel like there's $30 easily in sandpaper. The Toro is somewhere around 150, 175 new. So I'm gonna try to get 75 bucks out of it. And that's, you know, a cheap investment, save someone some shoveling. But for 30 bucks, I mean, I think I did okay. I think the flaring kit is worth 30 bucks. I think this ratchet is worth 30 bucks. But definitely, you know, sandpaper can be expensive, and especially these bigger tube pieces. So that's it. I'm gonna pack it up and clean up a couple of the pieces here and get inside and get some sleep. I worked all night, 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. So, but as I said before, very special happy Easter to John, to Old Sneelock, and to Dirt and Rust. 3 excellent channels that I do watch on the regular. Appreciate you guys. Have a great Easter. Thanks.